Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. It is Friday, and that means it is time for Comics from the Future. This is the show where we preview and you can pre-order the upcoming comics. My name is Megan, this is Andy and Jason, and we're from Infinity Flux in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Lots of you guys know us from either in person, you've come by our shop, or you've seen us on our live shows. So either way, thank you for joining us today. We are talking about some big stuff releasing, so as you get on, comment, let us know you're here, whether you're watching live with us now or on YouTube later on, and let us know what you're reading, and definitely let us know what you want to pre-order in the comments.
Yep. Hi, Hope. Hi, Davis. Megan is right. I think this is the biggest week. I think we have the most sort of biggest, a lot of things to talk about this week than from all the times we've done this.
If you've missed Marvel, they're back.
They are. Yeah, they are back. So we're going to start with DC and then move on to Marvel. Then we'll get to Indie. But before that, let's talk about the giveaway. So every week we give away comics. All you have to do is like and share this video and order the comic. We want to make sure it goes to somebody who wants it. This week's giveaway is a big one. You're going to get Batman, the Three Jokers, the A cover by Jason Fabok, and the B cover, also by Jason Fabok. So go ahead, take a second, share the video, like the video, and let us know you want this. And we'll announce on the next Comics from the Future, always at 1 p.m., who won. In fact, we're going to announce last week's winner. Megan?
Yeah. So last week's winner, I hope you're watching right now. I know you watch later. If you're not watching live with us, it is Jason Kurtz.
Yay.
Who has been with us for a very long time, and we're so happy that even after you moved away, you're still with us, so thank you. And yeah, as Jason said, you guys can just tag a friend in this video, you share it to your main timeline, or share it to a group that you're a part of. Any of those ways really helps us, and it'll get you a chance to win. So.
Let's see. What
Hope saying our audio sounded a little
Oh
weird.
no! Can you hear us okay? Or does it just sound weird? Oh, it's that robot sound. We sound like robots, but you can
Because
hear
we
us.
are, but
Whoops!
that's just a minor problem.
Jason will try to work on those.
Yeah,
that robot
we'll have to
sound.
look into that. We ran a test and everything, but crazy tests.
Yeah, Garrett said he thought today was Thursday. I think we've all thought it was a random day, so yeah, we'll get that audio.
All right, and for those of you who don't know and want to follow along with us, we get a lot of these comics off of Previews World, everything but the DC. Also, all the comics we go over on the show, it's the ones we've selected. There's a lot more you can order, so if you want to look at the other ones you can order, just go to Previews World, under Catalog, under Final Orders Due.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I think first off we should talk about this.
Yay!
Yay.
So last week was our first free comic summer last Saturday. So this is something that the companies and we are doing instead of Free Comic Day, which normally draws like huge crowds and it's just a big celebration. We're still trying to maintain that fun atmosphere by doing it every Saturday for the next 9 weeks. So there's a handful of comics that are releasing each Saturday that you can come get for free here with us. So yeah, we're going to show you, I think, a couple of the ones releasing this Saturday.
We're showing you the big one for
the
this Saturday.
So the big one this week is Spider-Man. It was originally named Spider-Man Venom, but they changed it. But Venom is still very prominent on the cover. So we have this. We still have even a few from last week left over. So free comic summer.
Yes.
We open at noon. Come get it.
Yep, just drop by on Saturday and at least 2 other comics can be yours while supplies last. So this week we're going to start with DC with probably the hottest book possibly of the year.
Oh, yeah.
It is Three Jokers #1. This is by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. Jason Fabok did all of the covers. So this starts all the way back with sort of the Killing Joke, because Alan Moore, he tried to tell the history of the Joker, what might have been the history of the Joker, and then sort of Jeff Johns ran with it during the end of the New 52. He kind of hinted that there wasn't one Joker. There are 3 different Jokers, which was confirmed in Rebirth, and now they're doing a series. It's a 3-part series. It has a lot of really cool covers, so here's your first chance to sort of order it. Make sure you're getting the first one. So here's the B cover by Jason Fabok. So the first one, you get the Joker. The next one, you get Batman. Looks really good together.
Yes.
Um,
It's cool even when you press the button, their eyes stayed in the same place, and so Joker kind of morphed
let's
into.
see that.
See? It's super creepy.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they definitely planned that.
Yes.
So here's the other deal. They have these premium variants that Fabok has done. He's done 3 per issue. So I'm going to show you the first 3, the ones that are for issue 1. So here is the first one, Joker pulling over the Red Hood.
Yes.
Here is the next one.
Love this one.
Yep, with the Joker fish.
It's the grossest the Joker fish has ever looked.
I'd eat it.
Joker is
I mean,
so
the back
into,
of it looks fine.
he's so into this one, he's about to bite his tongue off, literally. He doesn't mind that at all. And then here's the third one. So we will have all these available. Please let us know which of them you want, or if you want all of them. Now, if you want all 5 covers, we're going to do a little bit of a deal. I'm going to pull up a screen real quick and show you what the deal is with this. So here are all the covers he's done. You're also going to see there's 1 in 25s and 1 in 100s. We usually price and sell those depending on what they're going for in general as they come out. But you can see book 1 has that many covers. Book 2 has the next row of covers, and book 3 has the next row of covers. We will have all of these. So let us know which ones you want. We cannot guarantee the 1 in 25 and 1 in 100s because we don't know how many of those we're going to get. You can request, and if you have a pull box with us, as always, you have a lot more chance of getting them. We'll price it as nicely as we can. But the ones that are not 1 in 25 and 1 in 100, so the top line, other than the 2 I just mentioned, you can pre-order those. And if you want all 5 of those, we will do some sort of discount. We're sort of working out what that is. So just wanted to show you all that because it's such a huge deal.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be wanting to get all of these because this is a book that's been talked about for years now. It's huge. It was, what spurred it was Batman got to sit in the Mobius chair and basically ask any question and he would know the answer, and he said, "Who's the Joker?" And the answer came back, "There's 3 Jokers."
Yep.
Define your Google search better, Batman. And since then, people have been speculating what the 3 Jokers is and who they are. And so I think this is going to be, a book that's going to be around for a long time. It's going to be a very standalone story as well as kind of being part of the mythos of Batman.
Yeah, Joker is quite possibly sort of the biggest villain in all of comics.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So, them kind of, this is changing origin stuff.
Yeah.
This is changing everything. And I don't know, it's like when they teased it, I think everyone wondered, will they go forward with it? And here it is, finally.
Yeah.
It took a long time, but here it is.
Okay.
What is next?
What's next? All right, the Batman just keeps on rolling. So this is Batman number 97. So lots of you, this is right in the thick of the Joker War. Joker War just started, which is hard to believe. We've been talking about it so long this past Wednesday with Batman number 95. So this is number 97. So this is definitely getting into the thick of, if you've been following the story, Joker has access to Bruce Wayne's just arsenal of stuff, everything in the Batcave he has access to, and is using it. He has assembled his army, and now Batman has to, they've spent this whole 1 through here we are now breaking Batman down mentally and emotionally, and he's cut so many ties with so many people who would normally help him, so he has to try to bring that back together in this issue. So a lot of you are already on this. If you're not, every week we do have people who say, just add me to everything Joker War. And that's, like I said, definitely right in the middle of this. So we can do that for you. Now let's see that Matina cover. This is the B cover.
Super cool.
Yep.
Like the spiral down there. It's definitely a dark cover. Usually with the variants, I think we've had like sparks of red and pink and purple just because we've seen Punchline and Joker on so many of these B covers. But here we have just Batman as our focus.
Or
so.
a bloody battle or something.
Oh,
I like the minimal trade dress.
Yeah, now that I'm seeing it closer, I'm seeing, Riddler's cane, and I think we're seeing just a convergence of people here, so.
It doesn't look good for Batman. He looks really weathered. In the background, almost looks like he's in a graveyard.
And he's got a knife sticking out of his back.
Yeah.
Knife in the back, sort of a noose, like
Yep.
just a lot of bad things,
Mhm.
pretending to some doom there.
Let us know in the comments if you think Batman is gonna make it out alive.
Nope.
And
it's
Mike,
gone.
we'll talk about that 1/100. We will.
Okay, so yeah, that is the A and B covers that you just saw for Batman. If you prefer one or the other of those, just let us know. And yeah,
Here's this.
here's the other specialness. You guys remember from our last video, we talked about Batman 100. We are one of just 20 stores
In the world.
worldwide
Mhm.
that get to sell this cover. This is the number 100 exclusively Bermejo cover. He has normally been doing the Detective Comics variants, but he's doing one for issue number 100 this time. We're selling it if you are local and have a pull box with us, or if you're local, period, for just $10. So that's something special we're doing
Yep.
for you guys. If you want a copy, just let us know. We'll put you down for it. We'll have plenty. And if you're not local, I can shoot you an eBay link. I'm trying to set us up a Facebook store. So
And if you're not local and you have a pull box, that $10 still applies, of course, with some shipping. Also, this is your chance, if you're not local, to open a pull box with us.
Yes.
We'll take good care of you.
Megan's really feeling that right now.
If you like our videos, make us your store. So we'll do right by you.
Now, continuing on with the Bat family, I think this is a really exciting kind of turning point for Nightwing. This is a Nightwing 73, and for those of you who read the last issue, it had quite a twist on it.
Yeah.
So we've been dealing with Dick Grayson having lost his memory. He got shot. He lost his memory. He's been going around as Rick Grayson now. And people have been wondering, when is he going to go back to being Dick Grayson and really fully taking back on the mantle of Nightwing? And we are getting to that now with issue 73, where maybe Nightwing is not on Batman's side. Maybe he's been swayed, or some crazy happenstance. He's now looks like he's buddying up to Joker a little bit.
mm-hmm.
So I think everyone was surprised by the ending of the last issue. More people have been asking for it. I think it's going to another printing. I mean, this is the Joker War. How it's spilling out into all the other books is crazy, because it is really affecting everything else. So yeah, this is, if you're on everything Joker War, you've been getting Nightwing, or will be getting this one if you just signed up for it. But definitely check out what's been going on in Nightwing.
I want to bring up something you mentioned to me. You mentioned how with Batman, all the 1 in 25s they've been doing show sort of the major players, and one of them is Nightwing. And
Yes.
so you've been wondering for a while, well, how is he going to be such a major player?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this sort of twist that's happened is how.
Right, yeah. I mean, in that variant, we see Nightwing in his traditional Nightwing garb that we haven't seen him in a long time. What's also so interesting about what's going on in the Joker War is we've seen Joker kind of come to Batman and say, you know, you've been kind of brushing off your family. You know, this happened to Dick Grayson. He got his memory wiped, and Batman was like, he can figure it out on his own. Now he really needs his family, and they are scattered.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to see this play heavily into, towards the end of Joker War, getting the family back together in whatever sense it's going to embody now. But a lot of people have been really wanting Nightwing to be back into Nightwing.
Yeah.
And we are finally getting at. This is by Dan Jurgens with art by Ryan Benjamin. Then we have the Alan Quah. How do you Quah is his last name. And what's funny now that after seeing that last Batman cover variant, this is very similar with the, like, you see the hands around converging on the character in the center. So it looks like they're all kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that's Punchline's arm on the right too. Looks like her with her like studded bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. So continuing on with our DC, so for Dark Knight's Death Metal, which has been just a hugely popular, awesome event so far, they're releasing a one-shot guidebook. Now, sometimes events have guidebooks, and I'm like, I pass. This is one I'm not passing on. I think this one's going to be awesome, because if you read the first Dark Knight's Metal, it had the map of sort of what has happened to this alternate Earth.
Yep.
Which has been taken over by Perpetua, this sort of goddess of evil who was released when the
Source Wall?
The Source Wall, yeah. When the Source Wall fell at the end of Dark Knight's Metal, which they thought was a good thing, but unleashed even worse things. So the world is being run by the Batman Who Laughs with his army of Dark Knights. And this guidebook is going to tell you how all this stuff has happened. So you have Batman, he has a Black Lantern ring that he's controlling the dead with. Where did he get that? The guidebook's going to tell you. Wonder Woman, she's the queen of hell. How did that happen? The guidebook is going to tell you. Harley Quinn, she's sort of like the ruler of the wastelands, and apparently she has found a new love interest. All of that's in the guidebook. So, I read the little write-up on it, and I was like, slam dunk, I need to read this one.
Yeah.
This sounds really, really good. So it's just a one-shot. If you're already on all things metal, don't worry, you'll get it. If you're not, if you're picking and choosing, I think this is a winner.
What's funny about this is when Dark Knight's Death Metal started, you open page 1 and you're like, I don't really know how we got here, because it just threw you right into the center of it. So I think this will be cool because there were so many questions about how characters fell into certain places and how did this, how did they adapt to this new world, everything. I'm looking forward to finding out kind of the backstory of all of this.
Also, here is the Dark Knight's Death Metal #1 is getting a second print. Now, it's not going to have the sort of chromium that the first one did, so don't let the red fool you. It's recolored. It's just recolored red. I think it looks really nice, though.
It does.
So anyone who missed the first printing, the second will be available. Or if you just want everything, second prints are going crazy right now.
I was about to say, you said the magic word is now second print.
Yeah, so this is also on this week's FOC, last chance to order. We also like to show off a few noteworthy variants from books. The Aquaman Kirkham variant, I think, looks very nice this time. Aquaman hanging out with looks like the king of sharks.
Yeah.
This Catwoman variant by, I'm sure I will get the name wrong, Jiyoung Yoon.
Yep.
Yeah, Jiyoung Yoon's Catwoman variant. It looks really cool. And also, this was just announced, okay? They don't even have a screen for it. It was just announced. I think we got the email this morning. But Catman 23 is good. Catwoman.
Oh, I wish it was Catman.
Catman was a neat character. Catwoman 23, which sold out immediately because it's first Catgirl, is going back to a second printing. They don't have a cover for it. I think it's going to be just a recolored cover. But anyway, so basically we have until Monday at 5 p.m. to get your order for that. No screen for it, nothing. You heard it here first. So Catwoman #23, second print. Let us know if you want that.
All right, you've seen this before. Occasionally things will go back to FOC because, for all sorts of reasons, but I think because of the popularity of Joker War, Harley Quinn 75 has been re-solicited. So this is not a second print. This is just your chance to get this copy. If you do not reserve yours already, you have another chance. So issue 75 is the last issue of the Harley Quinn Rebirth series. So that's not the only thing that makes it significant. It is a larger size. It is an anniversary issue, and it's a roast of Harley Quinn. You're going to see her friends and villains roasting her. I think she can take it. But the biggest aspect to this issue is the fight between Punchline and Harley that is scheduled to occur in this issue. And if you've watched the show before, you know we have some predictions that we think it may not end so nicely for Harley. Either way, it's going to be something you'll definitely want to check out, whether you're on Joker War or whether you're just a Harley fan in general. I think this issue is going to be important.
Yes.
Yeah, if you already gave us your order on this, don't worry, we have that. This is just, they gave us a second chance to show it off. I think more people have been talking about it, just because some people think they might kill off Harley. This is totally just sort of gossipy stuff, but because of that, I think they gave everyone one more week to
It
consider
is
if they want
interesting that
anything.
DC has given us another shot at
Sometimes
putting this out there.
they do that if they think maybe not enough has been ordered and they
Right.
think it's important enough. I know
Yeah.
sometimes they'll do that to kind of let talk spread about it or whatever. So if that's any indication of how big this is going to be,
It's pure speculation on our part.
it's
but
probably the last Harley Quinn comic ever. I think
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, sure.
She's gone.
That character
Drew.
will just go into obscurity. And so that's the B cover by Chad.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
beautiful.
a B cover. Really nice. Punchline and Harley facing off with the Angel of Death behind them. You guys have seen this before, but if you missed out ordering it, just let us know now and we will take care of it for you. We already have your orders if you've already put them in.
And hope we will get you that death metal guidebook. And hi, Drew.
Now on to Marvel. And they are coming back in a big way. So if you haven't been reading Thor by Donny Cates and Nick Klein, it has been crazy. We knew it was exciting going into it just with Donny Cates' kind of track record, especially him on Venom right now is just the hottest book at Marvel.
Yep.
And Thor is still building up. So this is Thor issue 6, and basically in it, Thor has become the Herald of Galactus, and we have just found out that Galactus was a herald to the thing that destroyed his universe, which was the Black Winter, which is essentially a bigger version of what Galactus does. And so, yeah, with issue 6, issue 5, we found out that if you kind of look into the Black Winter, you see your demise. And of course, Thor looked in it and saw something. And now we are kind of getting the outcome of a big fight he had with the Black Winter. And it looks like from this cover, like he is super cosmic Thor now. He's kind of got this new look.
Power up.
Yeah, he's
Major
reached.
power up.
He's now
Yeah.
Super Saiyan level 3. But yeah, I mean, it's still early enough to hop on to Thor. We're only at issue 6, and all the previous issues that have gone to second printings have been heating up.
Yeah, we can't keep them on
We
the
can't.
shelves.
No. So I think even some are going to third printings. So this now is, I mean, I had no better time to jump on board with Donny Cates' Thor because it is just incredible.
Yeah, and I will say, we're part of a Marvel retailer forum where they tell us certain things, not as much as we want, but they're claiming this has an incredible ending not to be missed.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, they're more hit than miss when they say things like that, but
I think with Donny Cates, you can almost assure that something big. I mean, there's pretty much something big in every issue. And this one, it looks like maybe the World Tree is burning behind him. It's just you never know what you're going to get in an issue of this. And then this beautiful cover. No, but they've been doing. Marvel's been kind of doing these classified or spoiler covers. I think we got one for Empyre, this last issue of Empyre. There was a spoiler cover that we didn't see until it came in. So who knows what's going to be on this one, but the way Marvel does with their covers now, this could be who knows what. First appearance of the Squirrel Thor as a Herald of Galactus or something. Who knows?
So this is the Scrosy classified variant. You can order it. I know we don't have a cover to show you. No one has a cover.
Yeah, that's
you have to go in as blind as we are. But I'll tell you, there's only so many we can, order. Unless we know people are interested.
Right.
So you have to tell us you're interested. Otherwise, I'm not going to order a stack of these and then find that, it wasn't anything that great. We all have to take the risk together. So if you love Thor and you trust that this is going to be something cool, let us know you want this classified Scrosy cover.
Yes.
I was going to call this the week of classified covers because there were I think when I put the show together today, there were 3 of them that we can't show or that say classified, or you'll see the other 2. But then the Catwoman news broke where they're like, Catwoman 23 B cover. We don't have it, but you have to sell it by Monday. So 4 of them. So that's our second cover that you'll see that's sort of like this. It just shows a lot's going on in comics right now.
Yeah, and a lot that it looks like the companies are really excited about too.
Yeah.
So getting back to things people are excited about.
Whoa.
And more Donny Cates. This is Venom number 25.
That's so cool.
Third printing. That's the Mark Bagley variant.
Mm-hmm.
Our second printing was here, and it was gone before I glanced at it twice.
Yep.
Hopefully people are keeping it, but I think some of it probably ended up on eBay because this stuff is just flying off the shelves. So this is issue number 25, where they're, kind of more examining what Dylan's powers are and such. It has the first cameo of Virus. He does have a very small cameo in this one. So this is the Mark Bagley version. Once again, as with all the things we're showing, you have until Monday at 5 to let us know you want it. Get it at cover price, guarantees that you get it. I'm glad they have Bagley doing stuff.
Really cool.
It's very classic.
I grew up, he was my Spider-Man artist, and he has not lost a trick. He really hasn't.
Are they going to call this the first cover appearance of T-Rex Venom?
This is really neat. So I did just want to mention really quick, even if you guys aren't local, we can set you up with a pull system. You just have to have 3 ongoing titles, and if you guys wanted this, we can ship it to you, even if you live in
Nova Scotia.
Yeah. I don't know where
That's not true. We only ship within the U.S.
But
maybe
sorry,
one
Nova
day.
Scotia.
Sorry.
Andy will
Nova
drive
Scotia.
it to you if you live in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, we'll ship it to the border where he'll meet it, and he'll drive it the rest of the way. All right, Mike, we'll get those for you. So here's the third screen we can't show you. So this beautiful screen is for Venom number 26, second printing. Let me think. Who's doing that? It is the Coella variant. So Venom 26, oh man, Virus's first appearance was huge.
Yes.
This is all they could get us in time. I'm sorry.
Which was nothing.
and I checked this morning. I went back and I'm like, maybe it's on Coella's Twitter page somewhere. It is nowhere. So this is what we have to offer you right now. And we have to place our final order by Monday at 5 p.m. However, it's Venom 26. Come on.
Yeah.
If I were you and you want everything, or you want anything that you know is going to be even the least bit hot, just let us know. We'll get it for you. We'll order some extra for the shelf, but it's going to fly off the shelf.
It's going to be gone.
Yep.
All right. We appreciate you guys spending your lunch hour with us in the comments. All right. I'm going to need your guys' help with this a little bit. So this is Captain Marvel number 20. I believe this is the start of a new story arc. Captain Marvel almost since the beginning has been pretty popular around here. This was the series that premiered Star, which is a brand new character, and who was so popular she got her own series immediately, which is like unprecedented. So this, I believe, is kind of where the Captain Marvel series starts to converge with the Empyre event. So Captain Marvel has to recruit some of her closest allies to unravel the mystery of the universal weapon. So this is a good tie-in if you are getting Empyre stuff, or if you just want another jump-on point for Captain Marvel if you've missed out on events and people like Star and things like that in the past.
So let's dissect this cover a little.
Yeah.
There's not just one universal weapon. I see 3 universal weapons.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if maybe she has the power to imbue like people around her with some of her now Ronan the Accuser powers.
So
that is what the solicitation makes it kind of seem like.
Yeah.
I read the solicitation too, and it sounded like there definitely are 3 Avengers that get 3 universal weapons, but I think it more read like they just get them.
Okay.
I don't know if she's able to just give them out. But really interesting. This is Empyre's offering some twists, and it looks like Captain Marvel, a lot is going on.
I feel like that's kind of one of the spear points of this Empyre series is what's going on with her. It kind of like, something's going to happen with She-Hulk. I think something's going to happen with Captain Marvel that's going to, set her path for a while to come.
As if she isn't powerful enough.
I know.
I was reading last night all the things the universal weapon can do. It can imbue flight. It can create shields. It has a bunch of powers. Telekinesis.
I can do all that.
Well,
The universal Megan over here.
All right, and the variant for this is the Decal variant. So really nice, bright shine. I don't know how artists can do just like this glowing effect. It's really striking. I love it. So
LEDs.
yeah, comes with LEDs. It's the same price. So yeah, that's the variant for that one.
Now, this is a series I've been excited. I feel like it's been, we've seen this cover, known that this book's coming out for quite a while. So, if you don't know who Maestro is, he is the future version of Hulk when he is pretty much the last hero on the Earth. He's kind of the ruler of Earth. And he gets a big, luscious beard. But he was originally created by Peter David in the kind of mini event Future Imperfect. And yeah, now he is getting a mini series that gets to explore. His origin was always kind of teased, but we never saw that timeline where he became Maestro, who has shown up in other books and fairly current issues of Incredible Hulk and everything. And this is going to explore how the Hulk became this character by its original creator. So this is by Peter David, art by Dale Keown, who is a classic Hulk artist, and a new artist, Jermaine Peralta. So yeah, there is some preview pages online for this book. I believe it's a mini series.
It's a 5-parter.
5-part.
Yep.
I couldn't find how many issues, but 5 parts. And I just want to say one of my favorite things was I was looking through the previews pages, and the art is incredible. I mean, it is the most top-notch art. But the last panel reveals Old Man MODOK.
Oh, man.
So if you thought MODOK was already creepy, now imagine him with
Does it
white
get even
hair,
more chins?
more chins, more wrinkles. But I'm really excited about this. It's
like
just
an albino California raisin.
That's what he is. Just give him a skateboard and some sunglasses. But yeah, I think this is going to be a super cool story. One, if you're just a fan of kind of Elseworld tales, but also if you're a big Hulk fan, this is a key part of Hulk's history in the comics, is this character that kind of later becomes either a hero or a villain or whatever. But
yeah, if you guys are interested, let us know that you want it. Like, we really use this as our litmus to see how many we should get, how excited people are.
Yeah.
I also read this is going to fill in a lot of the gaps on what happened to the other Avengers over the years, and other superheroes in general. Like, where are they? Why? How does Hulk end up being the last one?
Yeah, MODOK probably ate them all. And then we have these super cool, I was really excited when I saw these variant covers that were coming out for Maestro. So I believe this is the Bennett variant, kind of an homage to that classic Hulk holding up his own title cover. And then we have the game variant, which I'm not sure if this is supposed to be for that new Avengers game coming out. I know they've been doing that here and there with the variant covers. Let's see, then we have, I believe this is the Ron Garney variant, who just recently did some work on Conan. And then finally we have the Ron Lim cover. Just a big old buff green old dude.
I look like that too.
I
You
can
have all of the Marvel things.
I can see a little bit of Ron Lim's Thanos in there. Just a
Exactly,
little bit.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't have tons and tons of Empire to talk about for once, as cool as the event has been. So before I talk about this one, there is Empyre X-Men #4. That's also on this week's solicitations. But I figure, you're either in it or not. You probably know which way you are on that. So this is Lords of Empyre Swordsman. So let me tell you just a little bit of history. So Koi is Swordsman's son, and he is sort of the celestial messiah. Now, how that come to be, it was a long time ago they wrote about this. It's pretty neat. They're really digging back, and they're kind of taking a character who they said was going to become this big thing, and they're making him this big thing in Empyre. Unfortunately, he's a villain. So Koi is the son of Swordsman and Mantis.
Yes.
And it happened in a very interesting manner. In fact, it wasn't even the Swordsman we really know. Swordsman had actually died protecting Mantis from Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, classic.
And so Mantis was supposed to be this perfect Madonna character, and she was supposed to meet this perfect man, and they were going to have a child who'd be the Celestial Messiah. Well, they decided it should be Swordsman, but he was dead. So the Katati took a tree, turned it into swordsmen.
It's just as good.
I mean, it sounds biblical to me. And they had the child. So, a lot of question is, how much was it really him? How much was it not? And so this follows Swordsman and Koi, his son, the Celestial Messiah and major character to Empyre, as they return to Earth to answer some questions, find out some things. And that's sort of the story. I just wanted, anybody interested wanted to catch up on that.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people see that and be like, I don't know anything about. I mean, Swordsman is a very maybe C-list, if not D-list character that just hasn't appeared a lot. I didn't know a lot about him, but the way they're working in these odder characters into the story, I think, is really cool.
Yeah, both Marvel and DC have both been doing that over the last few years. They've been reminding you, they don't forget about the old universe stuff. They're not just going with what's popular.
Yeah.
They're also kind of digging back, and it shows, I think, a lot of the writers they've been hiring and artists, they were fans. They remember this stuff, so... there's also this B cover that you can order as well. So, yeah.
Okay, so this is
finally
cable number 3 is out, or will be out. So we've been following young Nathan Summers in this series, a young Cable, and he has not yet met Deadpool.
I was about to say, is that what's behind him? I just noticed that.
Right, yeah, they did a good job with that cover, but yeah, so this is the issue where a young Cable meets Deadpool for the first time. So I don't know if you're on Cable or not. If you're not on it yet, this is a great place to start. And even if you don't plan on following the series, just to get the single issue alone and see the first encounter with Cable and Deadpool in this world they've created would be satisfying. So that's my only selling point on that. That's good enough.
I was about to say, old Cable wasn't the biggest fan of Deadpool when he first met him.
No.
Kind of that, like, straight man to the comedy guy, and they bounced off each other.
Yep.
And I don't think this younger one's gonna take too kindly to him either.
I can't imagine.
But also, what's interesting is the sword that he's holding.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting closer and closer to that big X-Men
every
event.
cover, seems to reference sort of X.
Sort of X, yeah.
Yeah, X of Swords.
There's a sword and an X.
We'll be talking about that event in a couple weeks from now,
so
probably.
we already had Cable number 2 on the show, and they're making us sell this number 3 before number 2. So we just wanted to keep the ball rolling.
Yep.
Like, it hasn't been forgotten. Cable number 2 should be out probably this week, I'd assume. It should be dropping any day now. But yeah, the promise of the first meeting of Deadpool with young Cable is hilarious.
Yeah, I had to show that off.
Because I mean, they're great friends now.
Yeah.
In the way that they are, but yeah, it's not going to go well.
All right, so what is this?
So they are also releasing this week. It is a facsimile of Spider-Man number 1 from 1990, one of the most famous covers ever. I know this isn't like a $100 comic or anything, but I think some people would want it, and I think that some people would want it in that pristine condition.
Yeah.
And since it's a facsimile, that means it's going to have all the ads, it's going to have everything.
Yep.
So just wanted to mention real quick, that is available for order this week as well.
Pretty neat.
And now, onto our indie stuff. This is a new series from Vault Comics, who have just started in the last few years, but have had some really interesting titles. This one is Shadow Service from Cavan Scott, who, if you're not familiar, has actually worked on some Star Wars books at IDW, Star Wars Adventures, and various other stuff. And artist Corin M. Howell. And this sounds super cool because it is basically a PI investigation book, but the main character, Gina Myers, is a witch. And so people go to her to get a little bit deeper than they maybe would with a normal PI. She can kind of dig into some more unnatural means of maybe finding your loved one that's lost, or I think someone's cheating on me. She can use some of her powers to figure it out. And there are preview pages of this up. I was really impressed with the art. Is really nice on this. Great place to start if you haven't read Vault comics before. I've liked a lot of them so far, and I think this one also looks like a lot of fun.
The premise sounded really neat. If you like Sabrina, it sounds like if you like Sabrina, you'll be.
It's like Sabrina meets like
a non-powered Jessica Jones.
Yeah. It's I forgot what they said. What it's kind of like the mix of.
Yeah.
Spycraft meets black magic is what they say. So
sounds neat.
Yeah, and then we have a variant cover, which is kind of rare because I feel like a lot of the indie books we've been getting recently haven't had.
So, is that supposed to be a fancy gun? Because that looks like a nail gun. I like tools a lot, and I swear that looks like a
That's
nail
a
gun.
horrifying weapon if it is.
Yeah.
But this is by Isaacs. And then, oh no, that last one was Daniel and Gooden, and this one is by Isaacs.
So yeah, if you guys want to check out the series, if you just want to check out the number one, Hope is saying in the comments there, you can just go check out the first few preview pages. If it sounds like something you like, just let us know. And if you would rather have a variant cover or just the A cover, just let us know which you prefer.
So, A Man Among Ye number 2 is coming out. We sold quite a bit of number 1. So we like to bring up number 2s because a lot of times you'll read a number 1, you won't drop out of the store and tell us you want to pull it on your pull list or whatever. I think we still have some number 1 available too. So issue 2 finds, and this is based on real historical female pirates. So Anne Bonny and Mary Read, pretty much there is a rebellion on the ship that they're on, or rather a mutiny. Got to use the
pirate
very
terminology,
few times
please.
you can use pirate terminology. You have to do it. So there's a mutiny. They're on the ship of Calico Jack, and they have to try to survive it. They have to try to put together their own sort of force. And so we just want to remind everybody that A Man Among Ye is still continuing, and there's still time to order issue number 2.
All right, next up, and I'm trying to check out the price real quick.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite ride at Disney.
Yeah, so this is absolutely what it is based on. This is Disney's The Haunted Mansion original graphic novel. This is the 50-year anniversary of the Haunted Mansion ride. How many of you have been on this ride? It feels weird to call it a ride because so much of what I remember is waiting in line and seeing all the busts and being in the main room. I also
the stretching room.
Yes.
Yep.
So I remember that so much. That's one of the most vivid memories I have of it. So this is, like I said, an original graphic novel. It is not just for kids. It's for anybody who loves Disney and who wants to experience the ride. You probably aren't going to Disney right now, so I'm just checking out the price for you guys real quick. Yeah, it is $9.99.
$9.99. This one's interesting. So if you see the Haunted Mansion in the background, they're using the Disneyland version of the Haunted Mansion. They're definitely two different styles based on their location. But yeah, so it's been 50 years since the
ride first premiered. So
yeah,
I see Hope says she's never been to Disney World. I remember, so when you're on the ride, it films you, like takes your picture and adds ghosts in the background.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the hitchhiking ghosts.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've had Disney's put out a few of these original graphic novels before. They're little 8.5 by 5.5, I think, for the most part, and this is just $10. So just a really fun thing for your niece, your nephew. Anybody, any young one that you are related to, I would say or not, but that's kind of creepy. Go pass out this to a random kid. But no, this looks really cute and fun. So.
And Hope and Davis, I see that you want A Man Among Ye. We will get those. We will get you put on that.
We will get it for ye.
Look what it is.
Oh no! Top secret classified.
I told you, 4 of them this week.
So.
And this is the A cover too.
Is it really?
It is. This is the A cover.
Well, no. I guess I can only really talk about the B covers and such. Power Rangers, Draken or Draken, however you want to say it, New Dawn. So we, for Free Comic Book Summer, this last Saturday, got a free. You could get a free copy of Power Rangers Ranger Slayer, which is about Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, from this alternate timeline where she becomes the Ranger Slayer, kind of turns on the Rangers. And then I believe this week, this last Wednesday we got Ranger Slayer #1.
Yep.
Yes.
This falls
Which flew off the shelf.
which flew off the shelf. It had a really nice cover. And now that kind of leads us to Power Rangers Draken New Dawn, which is, if you don't know who Lord Draken is, he is that universe's version of the White Ranger, who also turned evil, and has been kind of an antagonist in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series for a while since it got started. And this book is about Kimberly, the Ranger Slayer version, returning back to her Earth and uncovering what the White Ranger and then turned to Draken's darkest secrets are. They might have had a little bit of a romance, but he's a super cool character. And yeah, so we don't know a whole lot about it yet, just that it's a mini-series kind of exploring more of that character who has been rumored to appear in either a TV show or a movie just because he's been so popular from the comic series. See, do we have any?
We do. We have the foil cover, so this one we can show.
Yes, so this is him holding his helmet. But if you're into Power Rangers or you read that Free Comic Book Day one-shot and you liked it, I feel like this is a natural progression to move on to this. He's a really, really cool character. Definitely check this one out.
These pictures do not do the foil covers
No.
justice. They look so good in real life. Every time we get them, it's like if you're the sort of person where it's like shiny things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you'll just be drawn to it. They're some of the best looking covers in that way. So here is a new independent book by IDW called Voyage to the Stars. It is based off of a hit podcast where pretty much it's a lot of sort of geek world celebrities have come together on this podcast. I know Felicia Day is one of them. And the podcast has been so popular that they're making a comic of it. Pretty much the premise is that the Earth is gone and the only people left that survived is this one crew of just sort of intrepid misfits. And they're traveling around. They're trying to stop this evil force that is destroying the universe. But as they do it, and they have good intentions, they keep going to planets that they end up destroying, meeting species. They end up doing something wrong and killing them off. So a lot of humor to it. You know, a lot of like think outside the box sci-fi with a mix of humor. So
that looks like a J.H. Williams III cover.
Huh. I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm not positive who did that cover actually. Here is the B cover to it, so that is available as well. So Voyage to the Stars. So lastly, we just wanted to go over some other covers. Really, I only have one more. So Red Sonja #18 is out. This is the Linsner cover. A lot of people like his cover, so we wanted to show that is out. There's a slew of other good Red Sonja covers as well, so you can go and check that out on Previews World if you want to, where you can see all the other comics that are available. You can see everything we went over and so much more. We can order any of that stuff as long as you get it to us by 5 p.m. on Monday. Just go to Previews World, catalog, final orders due.
And if you want to check out the DC stuff, you can. When this video is over, go back to the beginning, check out what DC stuff is coming up, or just shoot us a message, go to DC Connect, or come by and get a checklist that they've given us. Because they are no longer part of Previews World, but they are still putting out some of the best stuff that I have read in a while. So
yeah,
don't miss that.
Definitely do check out Previews World, because we tend to talk about either like new series, new #1s, or good jumping on points. But you can jump on a comic series anywhere. We tend to not talk about issue like 43s or something or whatever. But go in there and just skim and see if anything really appeals to you. Because,
and sometimes we've already talked about something, and you know we had so much to go over this show. Like I know The Sumerian has another series I think we already talked about, and it's on there. You know, you can check it out if you haven't ordered it yet. They're giving everyone another week to let us know.
And we also, if you are local, hope to see you this Saturday for Free Comic Summer. We'll have lots of stuff to give out. We're still doing our comic shopping spree. We'll be adding new stuff to that area. So yeah, we'd love to see you guys live and in person.
Ooh, what a show!
That was probably our longest one. There was a lot to cover.
There's a lot.
Big week. Glad to see all the comic companies sort of rising back from the ashes. And with so much going on.
Yeah. Probably the biggest things that we talked about today, if you guys would just now join us, were the 3 Jokers stuff and all that.
Batman, Thor, Venom.
Yeah.
Definitely scroll back and watch the beginning of the show. We tried to front load it.
Yes.
So, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Every Friday at 1 p.m. we'll be doing this, and you can still share this video and get a chance to win as long as you pre-order a copy of, what was our giveaway again?
3 Jokers.
How can I
A
forget?
cover and
Yeah.
B cover by Jason Fabok
Yeah. So
and Jeff Johns.
It's okay. It was an hour ago when we talked about that.
It was a whole hour ago. All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, we'll see you Sunday for our sale show.
Comic Shop Showcase at 1 p.m. So thank you for tuning in. And remember, if you're not local, we do ship all over the country. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.